Yo, what is up, guys? What is poppin'? We are here with week 8 of the ITL. We have started this league 7-0, and we are facing NovaHawk and his Chicago Granbulls this week. He's in our division. He's like 2-5 or so, or 2-4. I don't know if he has played this week 7 game already, but not doing too well. But he took over a team, so I can't blame him. And yeah, this is the game where we will catch our first loss. Actually, I played this game really badly. I said the problem is I took this game as a guaranteed win because my matchup was so good and I was just clicking buttons, so that was unfortunate. So I guess like go over my team and then we analyze what I did wrong, so we all can learn from it. We bring a speedy Venusaur here that outspeeds an Adamant Tapu Bulu with Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Synthesis, and Protect. Scarf Rotom to revenge kill a +1 Gyarados potentially. Also like does overall very solid damage to my opponent's team. Mamoswine is Life Orb, obviously four attacks with Knockoff, Earthquake, Ice Crash, and Ice Shot. Mesprit is my rocker this week with Thunder Wave, U-turn, and Psychic. Alomomola is a Wish Passer with Scald and Toxic, and Finny is my Defogger with Taunt, Moonblast, and Surf. So my opponent brings Mega Absol, not a big threat to my team. Even at +2, it can't really break Finny or Venusaur. Dies to basically every attack on my team, which is cool. Bulu, not a big threat because I have the Venus on the back, as well as the Rotom and the Mamoswine to revenge it, so no worries there. Nidoking is a beast versus my team. I don't really have a switch and bring, especially my defensive Mesprit to take 2 hits from it, but that's basically it. So don't really have switch-ins, but I have to like make sure that I don't get swept by it if it's Scarf or so. But Scarf Nidoking doesn't do too much damage to me, in which case like Venusaur can potentially revenge kill. Magnezone, kind of annoying to deal with because it's pretty fat and like I can't really switch in too well on it. Besides maybe with my Rotom, but Rotom is uninvested basically in offense, so uh, in HP or so. So that like it's not the best switch in the world. Yuxi, this thing will fuck me up because yeah, my opponent is actually bringing a substitute CM set with Shadow Ball and Psychic, a set that is hardcore walled by my Hydreigon. +6 Shadow Ball does like 30%. That's absolutely jack shit to my Dragon, but he decided to bring it, and I did not expect this thing will sweep me in the late game. Gyarados, I don't know what it is, probably a DD variant with the Z bounce or so. So my opponent leads off with the Tapu Bulu, so I lead off with the Venusaur. I just go for for Giga Drain or Sludge Bomb here. I think for the Sludge Bomb just to play it safe in case he is like a Z variant with the what's called with the Zen Headbutt, which does quite a solid amount to me. Doesn't knock me out, but does like 80 to 90%. He gets up his rocks in the second turn, so I will get up mine as well. That's fine with me. Absol comes in. Now my opponent makes a very aggressive play. I could go for the U-turn to get like 50%, but I felt like he was maybe going for the Sucker Punch or the knockoff, in which case I would have basically lost my feeling. Would have done like 80% to me, which is a lot. So I decided not to go for the U-turn. Um, and my opponent actually goes for the SD in front of the Mesprit, which is pretty interesting, but it works out for him. Can bring in my Tapu Fini here, just fire off a Moonblast to knock out this Absol. Knockoff won't do anything to me, it does 50%. So yeah, Moonblast will just revenge his Absol. So yeah, mission accomplished. And now he brings in Bulu, and here I mess up. I decide to stay in with the Fini to go for the Moonblast, figuring that he like has no reason to really stay in, especially if it's a bandit or a Salt Vest variant, because Tapu Bulu, no set in the world besides Zen Headbutt can touch my Mega Venusaur. Mm, like he doesn't gain anything from going for Woodhammer um, if I like switch into Venusaur. So I figured his best play was to double out either into like Yuxi or Gyarados or even Nidoking, like whatever, and like take advantage of that. Maybe even Magnezone to get a Volt Switch off into another threat, forcing me to pivot around, take rocks damage and shit. But like what I should have done was just like going hard into Venusaur. I still stand by my play because I think his best play was guaranteed to double out, but I still should not have risked it because I was in no position where I should have risked losing my Finny. So that was a bad play. And had I known that he was a sub CM Yuxi, or could I like I couldn't expect it because sub CM Yuxi with Psychic and Shadow was just bad versus my team because it's hardcore walled by Tornadus T and Hydreigon, for example. So yeah, like, had I known that, I would have kept my Finny alive. Definitely an unnecessary risk that I took there on my with my Finny, but now I can go for a Giga Drain, expecting to switch out, and then I can scout what his Magnezone wants to do. After I go for the Protect here, he fires off, as you will see now, um, an HP of any sort. I wasn't sure what it was. Could have been obviously HP Fly or so, but I figured it was just like some HP Ice shit or so. But I go for another Giga Drain just to see what kind of damage he does, and actually does 46%. So this is probably an analytic Magnezone that does some damage to my Vino here. With the Grass Terrain, I can just protect and get another 6% of health back, which is nice. Still allows my Venusaur to wall the Tapu Bulu, obviously, as well as take it from Nidoking. Now I go to my Rotom. This is where I mess up again. What I should have done was going into my Mamoswine on the Hidden Power, because Analytic Hidden Power Psychic would have done like 40% or so. But like that's maybe even more, because I figured this could be specs damage, but like yeah, in case it was like, even if the more Mamoswine would have like just revenged and like would not have allowed Yuxi to set up, and now I go into my Rotom, go for the overheat, and this gives his Yuxi a chance to set up, and now that he brings in Yuxi, I know, yeah, I'm fucked. This is basically like the end of my game here. Go into Alomomola to like wish pass into Mamoswine or Rotom potentially to take a psychic, as he can't mind on my wish. Switch out into Mamoswine, get the wish back. He goes for the psychic, as he actually outspeeds my Mamoswine on the next turn, as I go for a knockoff here. So he ran enough speed to outspeed Mamo. Mamo obviously wasn't a max speed variant, but it was enough to speed grip Adamant Bulu, so he had a significant amount of speed on his Yuxi, which is smart. Actually really smart. But yeah, psychic into Life Orb will knock me out, and now I don't have anything to revenge it, because I have so many. I have only special attackers. I will go for the T-Balls. Para. Sadly, I don't have the trick on this Choice Scarf Rotom, which is unfortunate. So I can go for his substitute and Calm Minds. Hit my Mesprit with the Shadow Ball, and now I'm basically forced to go into Alomomola. Go into Wish and try to pass it into Mesprit so that I can take another Shadow Ball, but obviously he just kills me with the Psychic. Can't break the sub with the with the Scarf. Have to spam Protect him in the hope to stall him out of 10 Psychics that are left. I get a double Protect here, but I don't get a third Protect, and this Yuxi will sweep me. So yeah, that's pretty bad. I think we all know where I messed up. I like never should have gone into Rotom to revenge the Magnezone. I should have gone into Mamoswine. I never should have risked my Finny versus the Bulu, and yeah, that's pretty bad. What can you do? So we dropped to 7-1. Not the end of the world. I'm still easily number one in my conference and will still easily make playoffs. I think I need one more win to clinch playoffs, or maybe 2 wins. So that shouldn't be a problem at all. But yeah, I played this game really bad, and like that's like a lesson that we should learn. Never take a win for granted, despite having a great matchup. And never expect an opponent to not bring a certain set just because you feel like it's as versus you. You gotta account for everything that your opponent wants to bring, and yeah, I didn't do that in this game, and yeah, everything I did went right in my opponent's favor, so that he could sweep me with the sub CM Yuxi. So that's week 8 of the ITL. Good game to my boy Nova. I hope he will be back next week, next season, and like draft his own team, so he, like can do better than this season, where he, like just grabbed his second or third win, I think. So yeah, go check him out. I think he has a YouTube channel that goes by NovaHawk as well, but I'm not sure. But definitely a chill dude. I'm happy he's back in the ITL, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this beat down here. Like Goat getting swept doesn't happen too often. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, catch you next week. See ya.